And we're live on YouTube and Rumble. How are y'all doing on this beautiful, beautiful March 3rd, 3 Tuesday, March 3rd? I'm doing amazing. I just want to, I finally, yesterday and today, like actually looked at my numbers at the analytics and stuff. And basically, what I discovered was there's like a good 10 to 15 people that are watching on YouTube and 15 to 20 on Rumble. And I just want to say I really, really, really appreciate every single one that watches. And I appreciate, yeah, that's it. Remember to click the little like, because that was another thing. Like, how many people click like? So, yeah, if you could click the like, subscribe, all that good stuff, I appreciate it. And yeah, all these subscribers are amazing. But get right to it. Am I the jerk for locking my office snacks? And I already looked at my replies. It was nothing interesting, so we'll just get to the new stuff. Am I the jerk for locking my office snacks in a safe? I, 35-year-old male, keep snacks in my safe in my desk because I skip lunch sometimes. Nothing fancy, just protein bars and almonds. They kept disappearing. At first, I assumed I miscounted. Then I saw my coworker casually open my drawer and grab a bar. When I said something, she laughed and said, "Office tax?" I bought a small log box and put my snacks inside. It's not even big, just enough for food. Now people are joking. He didn't say anything, or she didn't say, he? Now people are joking that I'm dramatic and that it makes the office feel hostile. What the fuck? One guy said, "What's next? Locking the stapler? Locking your own food?" Hold on. I bought a small log box and put my snacks inside. It's not even big, just enough for food. It's your fucking snacks. Now people are joking that I'm dramatic and that it makes the office feel hostile. Where the fuck are their snacks? But nobody is offering to replace what they took. When I asked, they said I should label things if I don't want them eaten. They were in my drawer. I feel pretty. Is this guy fucking joking, or is this is just posted? I feel pretty petty, but also tired of funding everyone else's. Where the hell are their snacks? Where? This actually might not be brand new, but like 20 minutes new because I opened a bunch of tabs earlier. Where the hell are their snacks? Why are you a bad guy for not sharing? What the fuck? Do they just walk all over this guy? Why are you a bad guy for not sharing your snacks? Do they just walk all over you? Yeah, I asked them. I said, "Do they just walk all over you at work?" Not the jerk. Oh yeah, he's not the jerk. Definitely not the jerk. I gotta tell him that. Yeah, I mean, what the fuck? I don't know. Is that can't be real? Oswego landlord that did what? I don't know. All right. And I fixed this finally. So there's going to be no more. Yes, I actually did some homework and some prep. No more device and am I the asshole popping up. That was all on me. So I was getting mad at the internet and I was getting mad at Reddit and I was complaining and it was really all on me the whole time. But kind of not. I mean, I did have it muted and I still should have muted it. But I mean, there was a way for me to fix it. So I guess I was kind of wrong. I mean, I still had it muted. So there's still no explanation for that. But whatever. Older man. Yeah. I'm not older, so I'm not reading that. What's something you unexpectedly discovered about someone you know in real life that you still can't believe and haven't told them or anyone else about? What? I don't know. What the hell? You're not going to share first? What the hell? I don't even understand. Share first. You found out something about somebody about somewhere? What? What you unexpectedly discovered about someone you know in real life that you still can't believe Oh, not like I have no clue. I didn't discover anything about anybody. I probably did, but I just can't think of anything. All right. Am I overreacting at this guy's behavior at the gym? So, my husband and me go to the gym once or twice a week since my last year. At the local gym, there's a guy who always, when he's using the weight machines, lets the weights crash back into a position when he's finished, and it's super loud. Today, I asked him if he could do that a tad quieter, as I always get startled so much. Dumbass. He had to turn down his music or whatever he had on his earphones, so I had to repeat what I was saying to him. But he immediately turned it up again, smiled, and walked away while I was still talking. Yeah, he's like, bitch. I don't know what he said. But later on, I heard the weights again. I was like, okay, he must think I'm annoying. Yeah, he definitely thinks you're annoying. And like, oh, a woman wants me to not do something. Haha, no. Apparently, he doesn't give a damn because nobody else complained to him. Yeah, because it's a fucking gym, lady. So it's just me being overly sensitive? Yes. But then again, I'm one of the very few people without headphones there. Exactly. You think she doesn't see that she's like all these things? She's like, right, out of place, like showing all these signs that are showing her she's out of place. And she's like, but I don't know if it's me. It's probably macho behavior as the guy wants people to be aware of him. Or he just, that's how he lifts weights. So was I playing into his hands when I reacted to something he did? Or am I just overthinking this? Is anybody else annoyed by something like this, or am I overreacting? Not overreacting. No, you're overreacting. You can complain to the gym, but don't expect anything to happen. Definitely overreacting. What the fuck is this guy talking about? Being fucking nice to this lady. She's fucking tripping. Being a Karen. Overreacting. You are definitely bugging. It's a gym. You notice how you say you are one of the only ones without headphones. Because it's fucking loud in there. You know why everybody has headphones? Because it's fucking loud. Headphones? Because it's fucking loud. Oh, I don't have to curse because it's freaking loud. But this lady is like, I mean, she's like, what gym was it? That purple gym? Lifetime or not Lifetime? There was a gym that made a rule about slamming weights, and I cannot remember it for the life of me. Lifetime Fitness or something. I don't know. But yeah, this lady's tripping. She just posted 4 minutes ago. Let's see what was the moment you knew they were one. I don't know what that guy talking about. When did your feelings for someone die? I don't know. Controversial, but how do you deal with obnoxious Redditors? Oh, by ignoring them people online. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck. What is a gut feeling you had that turned out to be 100% accurate, even though it made no logical sense at the time? What is a gut feeling you had that turned out to be 100% accurate, even though it made no logical sense at the time? I don't know. All these questions. Am I overreacting? No, keep going. For asking my partner to pay half my expenses. Okay. Am I not sure why this seems to not fit the relationship advice subreddit rules? Question mark. Anyways, me, 39-year-old male, and my partner, oh man, whatever, I started. 31-year-old male. So it's 2 dudes dating about 8 months. We don't plan on having kids. It's making me twitch. They're very sweet and we get along really well for the most part. But there's some red flags, different philosophies on financial fairness that I'm worried about. Is that the issue? I've heard many horror stories and I'm routinely warned to be ultra careful about this. And I want to know if I'm out of line on any of this. My partner wants to move into my rented apartment as my place is larger and nicer. But they are asking to pay less than half. They? Why is they? He? Why isn't it he? Who the hell is they? Is that because he doesn't want to say, because it sounds funny, because he knows he would sound funny? Maybe that's their way of like not sounding totally gay. It's like, oh, like, oh, they, like, not like he's gay, but like just, they are asking to pay less than half. My background: grew up poor and made a lot of sacrifices over many years, including foregoing most luxuries and entirely giving up my 20s in order to make something of myself. Today, I am in decent financial position and finally have my dream apartment and have to worry less so long I'm responsible with expenses. Their background: grew up with very wealthy lawyer parents who gave them just about every privilege and luxury imaginable since the day they were born. Their dad recently bought them a car and subsidized their rent by $1,200 a month. They have a fine job, but they are not very ambitious. Losing their job is possible. Yeah, by now they seem to be hoping that if I agree to let them move in while paying less than half, that would solve their financial problems so they can feel better. They can feel better about not having to run to Daddy Warbucks to save them again like they've always done. Since I have a nicer apartment, it's clear that I have more capital than my partner, though nothing compared to their parents. They want me to disclose my full financial picture with them, including all my assets, and eventually work towards shared bank accounts. I'm very reticent. Only a fucking... on YouTube, a little boy would say that, reticent and wary of doing this. I am very reticent. What the fuck is reticent? I mean, he taught me a word today. Not revealing of one's thoughts or feelings readily. Yeah, you are reticent, aren't you, my friend? But what reticent? Technically, I guess them moving in. Yo, I've been going all this time, and I am so lucky. I had not checked OBS since I started. Wow, I'm glad you guys are all there, and the screen is on the right one. There we go. That would have been bad. One second. There we go. All right. Their background, yeah, so they grew up wealthy. They keep pushing the argument. Technically, I guess them moving in means my rent is also lower after being reticent. But what precedent does that set? What risks? What if they lose their job? What happens if we break up? Would I be on the hook to subsidize them even after that? They keep pushing the argument that since I currently make more than them and I'm currently afford to pay the full price amount of rent of my own, then it would be unfair for me to ask them to pay half. I argue that fairness should include consideration for things like how much one has sacrificed. I sacrificed a hell of a lot more and never had the privileges they had, and them wanting to get a $3,000 tattoo in the fall and go out to nice restaurants semi-regularly doesn't sit well with me either. We had an argument when I took them for their birthday for a $400 six-course meal, and that wasn't good enough for them. I told them if that's not good enough for them, then there's no point in me taking them out for anything fancy, because nothing I could do will ever ever compare for the luxuries their parents have provided them their whole life. They apologized. Oh, yeah, okay. They apologized, and they're trying to be less grateful. Thoughts and perspectives appreciated on if I'm missing something. Half is fair. I don't know about the rest of this stuff. But the stuff. Yeah. Oh, not. Well, we don't want to do that. I mean, there's nothing really. He just wanted to tell their story about them being his. He could have just said that in 2 sentences. Hey, my partner wants to pay less than half of the rent, and he's moving in with me. You didn't have to tell us all that shit. We got notifications. Replies to your comment and ask Reddit. You're not going to share first. I know, it sounds like OP has something they'd like to share. I did. Where? What the hell? Where the fuck is it? Where? I'm blind. Share it again. Why the hell would you say I did? And you can edit and share again, you know. All right, on to the next. Back to the hood. What are some signals of financial infidelity? Guilt tripping. 2 minutes ago. How do we handle guilt trips? Oh, how do we handle guilt trips? My birthday is coming up. My partner's family lives 6 hours away. One of his family members' birthday is the day after mine, and his family wants us there. It's a pretty big birthday for them, their culture. My partner and I made the decision that we could not make it. After much thought and deliberation, I want to spend my birthday with my grandmother, who may not be here next year. When we told my parents' mother, it turned into a whole thing. They didn't even ask why we couldn't make it, just a lot of guilt tripping. There was a nasty text also from someone else in the family. I want the decisions we make to be respected by his family. So now we are thinking about changing the plan and going because of how hurt his family is. Is this the right move? I mean, I know all about being guilt tripped by family. It sucks, yeah. Are they nice to be around at least? If so, go. If no, stay. There you go. That's great advice. Are they nice to be around? If so, go. If no, stay. Oh, it would have been better if I said, if no, no. All right, I guess no, that wouldn't. Next. What's something you were 100% confident about and completely wrong? Oh, damn, there's a bunch of things. 2024 presidential election. Politics has humbled a lot of 100% confident people lately. Yeah, I realized that politics was all fake when Donald Trump said he was going to lock up Hillary. He's like, yo, if I'm in office, I'm going to lock you up. And I was like, yeah, okay. And then he went into office and nothing happened. I was like, yo, this is all a fucking joke. That's why you can't, the whole point of the whole political system, and some people don't realize this, is to get your energy, whether it's good, bad, like if you have any feeling towards like politicians or stuff you see on TV that involves politics, that's that's all they want. They just want your energy to like your any kind of emotion that you give them. If you any kind of emotion you give any TV personality that you don't see every day in life, like that's what they want. They got you. I mean, I don't know how I got there. Oh yeah, yeah. That's how I was 100%. Like before, like yeah, a long time ago, I used to believe into politics, and then like I realized how wrong I was, like to even be thinking about it or like to take sides. I mean, it's crazy. What's something you've done for a long time? Not counting exes, only. Hi, genuine question. What is the funniest feature of Reddit? I don't know. When you find out, let me know. I want to go there. Actually, it's this. It's me reading it. Oh, I got Dmitriy Questions Reddit. That's right. That's how I can see. I don't even have to post links to my channel. I just post that, and they could look it up. All right. Am I the asshole in my current relationship for cheating in a past relationship? No, I was in a bad 10-year marriage. I mean, you were an asshole back then. I was in a bad 10-year marriage that was abusive and unfaithful. After I learned of my ex's infidelity, I hooked up with an ex-boyfriend of mine, a guy I'd known forever that I knew would want me and that I knew I had no feelings for. It happened a few times throughout the marriage. We did not actually have sex until right before I filed. When my current fiance learned of this, he said it makes him judge me as a person and he doesn't think he likes me or sees me the same anymore. My ex-husband is the only relationship I ever cheated in. And while I felt I was sort of justified, I do agree that cheating is wrong regardless. I should have just left. My fiance says that I made this issue a part of our life by discussing my past too much, which I absolutely did. But most information I told him was in answer to his questioning. Am I the asshole to my previous wrongs, or is my fiance feeling scared or insecure? My fiance says that I'm just rereading this because I don't know what the hell is going on. when my I got yeah, I mean, right. That happened before. When my current fiance learned of this, he said it makes him judge me as a person. He doesn't think that he likes me or sees me the same anymore. My ex-husband is the only relationship I ever cheated in. And while I felt I was sort of justified, I do agree that cheating is wrong regardless. I should have just left. My fiance says that I made this issue a part of our life by discussing my past too much, which I absolutely did. But most information I told him was in an answer to his questioning. Am I the asshole for my previous wrongs, or is my fiance feeling scared or insecure? That's a great question. I don't know. No, because you were honest, not the asshole. Because you were honest, but it probably would do you. But for your own sake, it it be better. Damn, I can't type it better. To share less. Oh, of course. One, 1 second. Sorry about that. My fiance says that, yeah. Yeah, I remember. I mean, and he is being. He said he doesn't see her the same now because of. I mean, you can't change the fact that he doesn't. You can't change the fact he doesn't see you the same. That's his own judgment. That's his own judgment. You can't change the fact he doesn't see you the same. That's his own judgment, right? Not the asshole because you were honest, but for your own sake, it'd be better to share less. You can't change the fact he doesn't see you the same. That's his own judgment. Yep. Boom. On to the next. Saving people left and right. What are some yo, my name should be Dmitriy Questions. What am I doing? Then I don't have to. I think I actually have. Don't I have one? I will later. How do we handle guilt trips? My birthday's coming up. My partner's family. Oh, we answered this one. Just kidding. What is something you mock, but not swear by? By now swear by? Oh shit, that's a good one. I don't know. Mock, but I didn't. I don't know. If humans suddenly had to live, probably before. Okay, that's a good one. Jiu-jitsu before, like I thought it was kind of, weird and gay. I'm like, yo, you're in fucking pajamas, wrestling around on the floor together. Like that's literally what it is. You're in a robe, wrestling, like rolling around with another dude. But I mean, it is what it is. Now, I definitely recommend it. If humans suddenly had to live without the internet starting tomorrow, what specific skill from the 90s, early 2000s would make a comeback that Gen Z would struggle with the most? 90s to 2000s, cooking, because now I guess it's so much easier. I don't know. I have no clue. What are people saying? The use of physical encyclopedia, dictionary, communication. Well, I thought, I don't understand how they say all these new kids are antisocial, but they're also connected online. Like, maybe they're antisocial in person, and they're social, if it's just by voice. I mean, I know some people who... Yeah, never mind. What's something you've done for a long time? Yeah, we read that. Let's refresh. What's one quote that has stuck with you and why? My chair's squeaking. What's one quote that has stuck with you and why? I don't know right now. How does the U.S. military simultaneously have the precision to take out Iranian leadership in one blow but accidentally bombs a girl? Who the fuck knows? What kind of dumbass question is that? What did adults lie to you about as a kid? It's not Santa Claus, I guess. But they never really said it was a real thing. I knew it was a dressed up character. Even from when I saw Santa Claus as a little kid, I never thought it was a magical guy. I just knew it was a person dressed up in the costume. I can't even, I don't know what it's like to believe Santa is real. And people are like, huh? That's what I'm like, huh? You actually believe there was a person flying around in the sky? Delivering presents? Like what? Like this is after you can talk already? You believe that? Yeah. What's something you unoffensively still understand about the opposite gender? You unoffensively still don't understand. Yeah, their lack of fucking logic. Lack of fucking of oh, not cursing. Lack of logic after processing. the, like, or how about just their lack of logic? What does it truly mean to feel at peace? What? Where to go? Yeah, with who you are, and how does one get there? Oh, I can answer. I feel like I finally feel that way. What does it truly mean to feel at peace with who you are, and how does one get there? What does it truly mean to feel to not care what anyone thinks about you? Because I mean, it really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, yeah. And I mean, you should care about people. So I care what people who I care about what they think, but I don't care about like what the masses think is what it. So maybe I should explain that to him. Because, yeah, to not care what anyone thinks about you because it doesn't matter. What I mean by anyone, what I mean, I guess this is the whole point of this, right? What I mean, to not care what anyone, okay, what I mean by anyone is people you don't know. You don't know. You should only care about what you should only care about. And even half the time, even that, like if they're haters, don't like throw that out. You should only care about what people you care about think. Is that correct phrasing? So like what those people think, what people you care about think, yeah. Or the people that you care about, what the people that you care about. People that and even then, if it's negative, toss it in the trash where it belongs. Boom. You should only care about what people that you care about think. And even then, if it's negative, toss it in the trash where it belongs. Well, no. After you analyze if they have a valid, well, if it's negative, negative, don't toss it, don't go straight to toss it in the trash. Let's explain to them. If it's negative, analyze why and see if there is room for improvement. If there's room for improvement. If not, if there isn't, if there isn't, and it's a person, and they're a person is always that person is always negative. Because I have people that I love that are fucking the most negative people in the world. Most negative people in the world. But you can't, if there isn't, and that person is always negative, toss it in the trash where it belongs. Does he know what I'm talking about at this point? What he's tossing in the trash? He should only care about. Boom. To not care what anyone thinks about you because it doesn't matter. What I mean by anyone is people you don't. It's people you don't know. You should only care about what the people that you care about think, and even then, if it's negative, analyze why and see if there's room for improvement. If there isn't, and that person is always negative, toss it in the trash where it belongs. Yeah. And then sign it. Let's go. What have you noticed recently in the quality and taste of the same food you've been buying? What was the worst field trip you've ever went on? Worst field trip you've ever went on? We had some pretty bad field trips. Where the hell did we go? Oh yeah, we had to go to Atlanta and play in the fucking well, it wasn't the worst, but we had to play. So they literally used us to like play a concert at the fair, you know, like, and had people sit down. So I don't know if, I mean, they made money of people coming to the fair. Anyways, they use us as child labor at the fair, and then the next day they're like, you can go enjoy the fair. This is your repayment as for the child labor the day before. It was actually not bad. We went to Six Flags from Florida. We went all the way up to Atlanta from South Florida. From Walter C. Young. Class of, yeah, we were like 98 to 2000. What have you noticed recently in the quality and taste of the same food you've been buying? It's all gone to shit. Tastes like China. Tastes. It's not really about the taste, but I noticed that certain crisp chips have gotten smaller in size. That's probably fucking good for your fat ass. Sorry. I feel like I'm going crazy, but the food I buy all the time seems to either taste different or expires quicker. I'm in the US. I'm wondering if the tariffs have food sitting longer in distribution and they're using lower quality ingredients to make up for the cost to import. Is it just me? No, it's China. No, not you. It's China. It probably is, as much as I'm joking. It does taste like fucking China. Everything smells like anything you order from Amazon, China. Where's all that shit coming from? China. What's a service you wish was free forever? Fresh air. Hopefully. What's a service you wish was free? Public transport. The cost of housing is ridiculous. Free taxes on everything. Free taxes. That's free something, right? Free taxes forever. Let's go. That would be great. What was the moment you're still waiting? No. Landing a job shouldn't be a full-time job. Damn, if you got rejected that many times, you should probably quit. Look, and the other one, take the one that's accepted. What is the craziest conversation that you ever overheard? What's your favorite useless fact? What you think London is a bit overrated? What's a pain you never thought you could feel? A pain you never thought you could feel? What the hell does that even mean? Watching someone slowly stop choosing back pain this early? Now I remember the name of that one song before. You could heard from emotional pain. I learned the hard way. Kidney stones, the answer to this. Yes, this is what I was thinking. I mean, yeah, that's right. Kidney stones. I definitely thought I was dying. I told my parents I was dying. Like, on record, kept telling my parents, I was like, I'm dying. And we called the ambulance. I thought I was dying. I was in the bathtub in water, I think, with in half the bathtub full in warm water. When the ambulance came and the EMTs had to come upstairs and I think give me a shot of pain medicine while I was in the bathtub to help me. It was crazy. And it still didn't help. Kidney stones. Thought I was dying for sure. Thought I was dead for sure. I was a goner for sure. Because I didn't even know what kidney stones feel like. I just know, I heard that they were bad, but I didn't know where they were or that they radiate. And if I knew, I mean, now I know. But yeah, if you ever have radiating pain and you've never had it before and it's on the side, it's kidney stone. Good luck. Who was your childhood celebrity before you knew real celebrities? Michael Jackson. Because in Ukraine, I think that's all I remember. That's the first celebrity I remember. Is the first celebrity I remember being, and this is, born in Ukraine in late 80s. Yeah. Somebody posted a possible suicide vid on Astrobot and have no idea what to do. What the fuck? I don't know if there's even something to do about something like this, but earlier today, a user posted a picture of a napkin with a pill. What the fuck? Then later posted a video, sorry, me cursing, a video of them swallowing them. I don't know if it's a bait or real, but in a situation like this, I believe it should be treated as the latter. Here's the video in question. What the fuck did they eat? They didn't eat shit. Probably eat 3 Tylenol pills. Or a bunch of sugar pills. What? What are you eating? That ain't shit. That's fucking high blood pressure medication. You dumbass. Can y'all hear this? Oh, hold on. You cannot hear this.
Fuck this crow world. You are loved. If you're struggling, please reach to a hotline. I love you.
Are you fucking joking me? Are you fucking joking me? She did not take any of them fucking pills. She didn't even eat one. The fuck? Now I'm gonna go back and fucking roast this asshole posting this. Did you watch the video you posted? Did you watch the video you posted? She coughed them all up and was clearly not trying to die. Not trying to die. Let her cry for attention. You don't report somebody for crying for attention. You just give them attention. Give her attention, if anything. Give her attention if you want to help. Yeah. Edit. See, I'm not gonna double post. Give her attention if you want to help. That's what she's looking for. That's what she's looking for. Yeah, I'm gonna report it now. What the fuck are they gonna do? They're gonna look at that and gonna be like, okay, next email. What would make this successful year for you? If I could get however many days there are left in the year, that many subscribers. Because I was thinking if I can get 1 subscriber a day, it would be like a win. So I started, it's day 20. So let's see how many. Calendar. How about we go calendar? No, just monthly calendar. 2026 calendar. There we go. Yeah, that's great. So today is March 3rd. March 3rd. 20 days back would be 1 day shy of 3 weeks. So 1 week back would be March, would be February 22nd. Then February 15th. Then February 8th, and then it's 1 day less than that. So it would be the 9th. Right? Yeah, I think I'm right. So from February 9th to how many days? Well, yeah, how many days are in the beginning? From January to, there's 31 plus 9. That's 40 days. So 40 removed from 365. So if I could have 325 subscribers by the end of the year. 325 subs on YouTube. That's 1 a day for the remainder of the year from the day I started. On the day I started. Sorry, doing some self-promotion right now. I know it's not good, but it's, it's part of the journey. This is what happens on day 20 of Dmitriy Questions Reddit. Dmitry markets on Reddit, partially too. How do you get over a heartbreak? I got you. Yo, this is marketing time. You get a bunch of stuff for streaming and you start a daily show about anything and then do it and put time into it. Done. Yeah, that's all. CEOs that had their teams return to office. What is the reason for this? Did you see any raise in productivity? I bet they did. But after people have been home, I don't know how the adjustment would be. How come being outside in the cold makes you sick, but cryo and polar plunges are good for you? It doesn't make you sick. If your immune system is already weak, it's just gonna make it weaker. So we got replies. I didn't catch that. People are fucking the head to get attention like that. You didn't catch that she didn't swallow all the pills? You posted the fucking video. Yeah. She's obviously not trying very hard. Not even, that's a D minus for effort. F, because F would have been if she didn't put them in her mouth at all. But that's why it's a D minus, because she at least put them in her mouth. I actually had reporting. Damn, so you've only seen like the top of my head the whole time? Sorry. Oh, now I gotta put OBS in front of me to see if it's straight. And it's not, I'm kind of crooked. Have I been crooked the whole time? There we go. No, I was on the camera instead of OBS. All right. I didn't catch that. People, did you watch the video? Oh, yeah. Yeah, people are fucked in the head, bud. Go see. No, it sounds like OP said. I need to vent similar to you. Okay, no other. Who messaged us? Yo, this damn message. I wish someone. It's red, but there's nothing new here. This makes no sense. I don't get it. But fine. Back to, not there. Back to right here. If jobs fire people to replace them with AI, how will people make money to keep buying things? Wouldn't the economy collapse because people aren't buying anything anymore? Oh, 888 replies. Let's read the reply. That means we should read some of the replies. That's what that tells me. The problem is incentives. CEOs are rewarded for boosting short-term profits and stock price, not for protecting the economy 15 years from now. If they hit their targets, they get paid and move on. So long-term fallout, they get paid and move on. So long-term fallout becomes someone else's problem. Basically, they are greedy and don't care about anyone but themselves. Came to type nearly exactly the same comment. All that matters is the stock price. Nobody running any of the big corps is looking further than the next quarter profits and their own bonus. Yeah, I mean, that's how it is. It's a bunch of people going to echo the same shit, and we get it. Because they're only going to upvote the same comment. It's almost like a system that requires infinite. I mean, we get it. Okay. Jeez. These people can really go and get into a conversation, huh? It's deep. Is that all the first comment? There's still nobody ever made another comment? Like everybody just decided to have a discussion under the first comment? Or, oh, I'm tripping, huh? These are all different comments, aren't they? Just kidding. Why did I? Yeah. We will be making a living. I wasn't seeing any replies, but I think because I passed all the ones with replies. We'll all be making a living working as contractors. We will all make a living working as contractors, fixing the unshippable AI slop that we were supposed to make in the first place. I don't know. I've seen AI build fucking buildings like by pouring concrete. I mean, now they have these robots I don't see how they can't do that. The only problem is going to be charging them, like being charged. They would have to have but the robot shit, if they could have fucking charging station, the robot can walk up by itself, and change battery packs by itself. It can have enough, like a second smaller battery on board where it has enough to keep it charged while it does the change, or shit. It could plug into a station that swaps the batteries out and it doesn't even matter. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, it could swap the batteries out and keep going. So it's never charging. All it does is come to the station, the batteries get swapped out, and the shit keeps going. I would say it's also a matter of collective action problem. Even if a CEO is looking for long-term health of their company, what are the options? Replace workers with AI and hope in the future there are still enough wealthy elite to buy their products? Or the only company that doesn't replace workers, there still isn't enough people with money to buy their products. You can't really exist only selling to your own workers. And you fail quicker because all the other companies have a cheaper product to sell to people with less and less money. Yep, it's almost as if we should have another giant entity that we all participate in as people, that we put a check on all of these companies at the same time to make sure their decisions don't collapse the economy. If only we had such a system in place. They won't, and there will be a large increase in homelessness, then crime, because people become desperate, and desperate people commit crimes more than those who have. And prison labor as they are arrested, furthering the difficulty. The fact that they have private prisons in this country is wild. That is so wild. That means like somebody, just a private citizen, went and said, I'm going to build this commercial building, but it's going to be a prison. And before I build it, though, with this county, like, let's say Yellow County. Yellow County guarantees they'll give you 80% like basically tenant rate or inmate rate. It's great. So then after that happens, okay, so I build this big old prison, right? This county, Yellow County, promises me all these prisoners. Do you think those officers that are going to be trained, that are going to be, let's say it's a fairly new city, you think the officers are going to go be trained to like arrest people or not for like little bullshit crimes, things that normally they wouldn't mess with? It's crazy how that works. And then on top of that, they put in they'll put these prisons in like areas where like specifically where they want to target like lower class people. I mean, it is what it is, Just got to be aware and stay out the way, I guess. Am I the jerk for locking my office snacks in a safe? No, you're not a jerk. Why would you be a jerk? We already answered that anyway. Am I the jerk asshole for refusing to switch seats on a flight? This content is no longer available. What? All right, let's go here. Am I the jerk for getting my coworker fired for jokes that only happened when we were alone? Yeah, you're a fucking bitch. You're definitely a bitch. I already know. I, 22-year-old female, starting my first full-time job first full-time job at 22. First full-time job a few months ago. Everyone in the office is pretty laid back, and my team seemed welcoming at first. One of my coworkers, Matt, early 30s, was especially friendly. He stopped by my desk to check in, offer help, or just chat. At first it seemed harmless, but I noticed something strange. His tone changed when no one else was around. In meetings or group settings, he was professional and polite. When it was just the two of us, he'd make little jokes about how young I looked or how I must get a lot of attention. He once said, "Careful, HR might think I'm bothering you," and laughed. I brushed it off because nothing was overly inappropriate, but it kept escalating. He'd stand too close when showing me something on my computer. He'd comment on what I was wearing in ways that didn't feel professional. One afternoon, he asked if I wanted to grab drinks after work and added, "It can be our little secret so people don't get the wrong idea." That made my stomach drop. The last straw was when he sent me a message on our work chat after hours saying, "Bet you look even better out of office attire." I didn't respond. The next day, he acted like nothing happened. I went to HR with screenshots and examples of everything. Why didn't you just fucking tell him, yo, this is not inappropriate? And you fucking child. They investigated and ended up firing him for violating workplace conduct policies. Now some workers barely talk to me. I've overheard comments about how he was just being friendly and that I could have handled it privately. My manager is polite but distant. I feel isolated even though I was the one who felt uncomfortable. Why the hell wouldn't you just handle it adult with him? What the fuck wrong with you? Definitely the jerk. Definitely the jerk. Definitely. The jerk. Yes, she is the fucking jerk. Finally said, and to someone who knew exactly what he was doing. That's bullshit. She didn't say enough to him. What the fuck? I mean, he was being a little creepy, but just fucking tell him. You'll be like, yo, this is not appropriate. And then if he keeps going, then yeah, obviously. But like, yo, you didn't even fucking say anything. Like, and you didn't even say no to him, it sounds like. So you probably like, when he said something about drinks, you probably like, oh yeah, sure. And what'd you say when he asked for drink? Yeah. Did you leave the drinks invitation open as a maybe? You were doing something to make him give the idea that it was okay for him to text you that. What gave him, or maybe not, but what gave you, and like, that's a pretty forward text to say, why the hell wouldn't you just handle like an adult with him? What do you think made him comfortable enough to text you that after? Yeah, now the rest of my thing doesn't sound as bad. Why the hell wouldn't you just handle it like an adult with him? What the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, that's gonna get a lot of downloads. Let's line that up. Definitely the jerk. The jerk, definitely. For not handling it privately first. But like, yeah, tell him to knock it off. Be like, you're fucking being weird, you know? So I'm like on her side, but just like, why would you report it to HR right away? Tell him to knock it off, and and that he's being weird. That's in your, he's being weird. You'd be well within your, not rights, but boundaries to tell him that. Boundaries to tell that after his text. Then, if he keeps it up, obviously, HR. Yeah, I should probably like make my whole comment a reply before, because I just roasted it, like, just was mean to her at first. Why the hell wouldn't you just handle like an adult? So, the jerk for not handling it privately first. Did you leave the drinks invitation open as a maybe? What do you think made him comfortable enough to text you that after hours? Why the hell wouldn't you just handle it like an adult with him? Tell him to knock it off and that he's being weird. You'd be well within your boundaries to tell him that after his text. Then if he keeps it up, obviously HR. Yeah, there we go. Look, already downvote. Downvote already. You're not the jerk. I'll give you an upvote anyways. I don't care. They're free. I'll give you an upvote. I'll give you an upvote. Give everybody an upvote. You an upvote. All right, next. Am I the jerk for leaving a friend's dinner party early because my best friend started dating my crush? What the hell? Let's see how long it is for the. Yeah, too long for a 19, 20-year-old dating thing. I missed the lunar eclipse because my mom. Okay, that would piss me off. I missed the lunar eclipse today. I'm 18. There was a lunar eclipse today. I missed it too because I didn't know it was today. I still live with my mom, but she is too strict and I want to move out. But my mom won't let me because she needs me. And I even have my driver's license and I'm 18. And I had a lunar eclipse coming day. Now it's March 3rd and I missed it. But she said it doesn't matter. But the next lunar eclipse is in 2029. Yo, they always say that next one is in 2048. And then like next year, there's like, oh, we have a solar eclipse coming up again. And it's like, oh, great. And then the next one is in 2086. And then the following year, they're like, oh, we have another solar eclipse. This one is next across the sky. I'm like, yo, how the fuck do they keep coming, but they're always so far away? Am I the only one that, like, I always hear how far away they are, but they're always here? Maybe it's just I'm misunderstanding something. They sure do sound like they're always far away and they're always here. Like how we just had another one again. I missed the lunar eclipse. Yeah, you did. You can't look at. It doesn't matter, but so yeah, the next one is in 2029. I pay the bills. I don't want to stay, and she says you can't look at blood. It's too much for my boy. I say I'm 18. It's not even blood. People just call it blood moon because it's dark red. I want to be successful, but I can't with her around. You know what to do? I don't know what to do. Get the hell away from her? It's a lunar eclipse, not a solar eclipse. What the hell do you see in a lunar eclipse? Doesn't the moon just go dark so you just don't see the moon? That's dumb. Lunar eclipse? Doesn't the moon just disappear in lunar eclipse? The moon, I mean, I guess that's cool. The moon just disappears, right? Not that cool. Not that cool. Not that cool. You'll be alright. You'll be alright. If that's all that's upsetting him is that he missed this solar, or check YouTube. Check YouTube. I'm sure it's up there. Check YouTube. I'm sure it's up there. Probably. Sure, it's up there with the better resolution. It's up there in better resolution than your eyes. It's up there in better resolution than your eyes can see. Your eyes can see. I think. Yeah. Definitely posted a video about a solar eclipse. Am I the jerk for locking up my office snacks in a safe area? Oh, you know what I messed up? I did not paste my chats. I'm sure it's nobody there, but I'm gonna do it really quick just because I hate when so sorry. 2 seconds. Not account settings. What the hell am I doing? Yes, there. There. Mute. Pop out chat. All right. Copy. paste, and then it's Rumble. And let me do YouTube 1 second. All right, and copy and paste. Thank you. Oh, actually, with that copy and paste, it's been an hour and 10 minutes. I appreciate everybody who tuned in, everybody who will tune in, everybody who's ever tuned in. Hit subscribe, hit like, and I'll see you tomorrow, March 4th. Today's March 3rd, Tuesday. Have a great rest of your Tuesday.